So I was at home, and I was just lazy on the bed, just watching some YouTube videos on my laptop. And my wife tells me, my niece and nephew are on the way. I'm like, cool. Now, it's not that I don't get excited about the kids because they're like 8 and 9 years old. It's not that I don't like it because I do like kids, and somehow kids seem to like me maybe because the same height. But when she told me that her nephew and her niece were coming, I was like, yeah, whatever. See, the thing is that I cannot relate to them as much as I wish to, because her nephew and her niece are born and bred Americans. Now, I don't know if you can tell this, but I'm not. So sometimes I find it hard to relate to them because the way that they are raised is not the same way that I was raised. So I would just stay in bed, just watching my YouTube videos, when suddenly her niece and her nephew come into the bedroom to put the jackets on the bed. I was still watching YouTube videos. And my niece and the niece and nephew are like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just watching videos on YouTube. And I start talking to them, and I don't pay attention to the song that I was beginning to listen keeps on playing. And then the kids go, we know the song. Ya, me voy acercando y voy armando el plan. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. And at first I'm like, oh, they know the song. But they probably know the song because it's a really famous song. But I'm thinking, they heard the song, they probably don't know it, like most people that heard me singing right now, they were like, what song is he talking about? So I'm like, it's cool. I'm not gonna turn off the laptop. But then the song continues. Ya, me vas gustando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. And the kids start to sing along. At first, I'm shocked because these kids are singing the song in Spanish. And it reminds me when I was trying to teach my own kids how to speak Spanish, and I used to use game boards. And when we roll the dice, I'll make my kids count the numbers in Spanish. 1, 2, 3, before they could move the pieces. I'm thinking, wow, these kids are learning Spanish at school. Maybe the teachers are not using game boards, but they're using YouTube videos. And I had to admit, they are learning very well because they are singing this song very well. And I'm a little bit worried because this song is all about like sex. But at the same time, I'm like, well, they probably don't know the song that well. And as long as they don't start like twerking or making crazy moves, we're gonna be okay. But then the song continues, Despacito, poquito, poquito, suave, suavecito, and I turn off the song. Because the kids are still singing. I'm like, now it's dangerous. Because now it's going to the real sexy part of the song, and now I'm worried, how much do they understand? So I asked them, do you know what you're singing? And they go like, well, we know a little bit because we've been learning Spanish at school, but most of it we just hear what it says and we kind of know what it sounds like it, so we just repeat it. I'm like, phew. I'm safe here. And then they say, but you speak Spanish, you can translate for us. And now I'm worried again because this song is all about sex. I don't want to talk to these kids about sex. When I talk to my kids about sex, I did a really bad job. And I know that it's not my job to talk to these kids about sex. It's the parents' job. Not only is the parents' job, but I did a really bad job. I'm thinking, if I try to explain them about the birds and the bees, all about sex, to a Despacito Pitbull song, there's gonna be trouble. I can imagine already these kids years from now going to the therapist. So can you explain me how your trouble started? Well, it started when I went to visit my uncle. He was listening to the Despacito song. So I know that I cannot do that to them. But they keep asking me about the song, so I'm thinking, okay, I had to explain it to them. on a kids-friendly kind of way. So I tell them, well, this song is about doing things slowly. So you can enjoy them. So you can have more fun. Like when you're eating candy, and you want to eat it really slowly, so you could savor every little bit of it. Ah. My mom always told me not to buy my candy. Yeah, because you could break your tooth, my niece says. I'm like, yeah. So now I'm happy because they're no longer thinking about Despacito song. They're talking about candy. And then my nephew goes, you mind if I change that song? I want to play something else. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, change the song. Because I'm thinking, what other song can he play that is going to be worse than the Despacito song? So he goes into the laptop and he starts playing a song. Baby cha doo doo be doo be, baby cha doo doo be doo be, baby cha doo doo be doo, baby cha. I never heard the song, but I hated it already. And they are singing the song like crazy. I want to tune it off, but then I think about it, I'm like, okay, this is better than the Despacito song. It's not about sex, and it's probably a real famous song because every time that the kids ask their parents about sex or any other thing that the parents don't want to talk about, they play the Baby Shark song that makes no freaking sense, but the kids like it. So I'm listening to the song, and I realize that not only we're not talking about the birds and the bees anymore, but if I learn this song, maybe we have something that I can relate to with them. Thank you. And this has been our show. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying and listening to our stories. As I said before, if you have an idea of somebody that wants to share a story, or if you have a story that you want to share with us, send us an email. Check out the website, NestorGomezStoryteller.com, and send us an email. We'll be more than happy to have your story with us. And if I could have the storytellers for a group picture, please. Thank you. Have a good night. And please check our website and our podcast. Thank you.